I'm sure you have watched our last video where we spoke about the financial freedom 101, where do you belong, and this table. And you have, just look at this table, the question is, where do you belong? And in this video, I want to quickly move to 7 signs that indicate you belong to the middle class. 7 signs that indicate you belong to the middle class. There are more than 7 signs, but I just want to give us 7 in this video. And don't forget, when we talk about this table, we are talking about number 1, your mindset. Your mindset, because you can't be greater than your mindset. It is what your mindset can conceive that will actually happen in your life, that will actually manifest in your life. So which means it is first a mindset. So let that settle in your mind. So what is the number 1 sign? Number 1 sign is that your investment is less than 10% of your total net worth. It's less than 10%. Every time you have your active income, what do you do with it? You only spend on what? On needs and wants, forgetting your investments. It is only what is left over. Maybe your savings. You never hear about investment. That is what you put in investment, which is not supposed to be so. That's why you see the world, they talk about paying yourself first, making yourself the priority, because your future self matters a lot. A point is coming when you will no longer be able to work. The energy is no longer there, and that is what we call the retirement age. So you need to have invested, so that at a point in time, even when you are still active, you can retire because something is funding your dreams. So your investment is less than 10% of your total net worth. So for you to transit to the wealthy place, to the wealthy class, you need to do what? You need to increase the amount of your what? Of investment, the amount you invest. And you can start gradually. I hope I'm communicating. I hope you are getting me. So don't just do 5%. Do more than that. Do 10, do 20, do 30. It means you are transiting here. A point will come where that investment, you can decide. It could be real estate, it could be stocks, it could be shares. Learn about this, but any vehicle you want to invest in, make sure you find out. Make sure you make your research. Be educated on it. Be educated. So investment is less than 10% of your total net worth. That is number 1 sign. Number 2, you love instant gratification. Anytime you receive salary, anytime there is profit from your business, the next thing is you spend it all. You like instant, you spend it all, you splurge. Impulse buying. It's a sign that you belong to the middle class. Because it's not about now. You are only thinking about now. You are not thinking about the future. It's a sign that you are what? You are in the middle class because you love instant. You are only thinking short term. You are not thinking of long term. It's all about now. And don't be deceived. If you wear tomorrow's clothes today, you will walk naked tomorrow. That's why you need to be deliberate about it. Learn delayed gratification. Learn to suspend your gratification. Defy it by investing in your now, so that your future, invest in your future, I meant, so that when you get there's something that is already waiting for you. What's number 3? Home ownership is a priority. You have heard the wealthy. They have said it so many times. Your house, your home, your residential property is not an asset, it's a liability. Yes, because whatsoever is not giving you cash flow, that is not producing money, that is not generating income for you, is a liability. Even though you may think you are living in it, it is not bad to have a residential apartment, but it is after you have had a measure of what? Of income generating assets. That is when you now go for residential assets. Don't let that one be number 1. So you see that the middle class, they are so, they prioritize home ownership. It is a major concern for them because of what? Because of this aspect that we call keeping up with the Joneses. It is a rat race. That's why we say middle class, that's a rat race. So you need to get out of the rat race. If you have to read books, go and read books. I recommend books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Unfair Advantage, Cash Flow Quadrants, The Psychology of Money, and I think with those first, you should the millionaire fast lane. You will get the mindset of the wealthy. Owning a car or cars is a must. Number one, don't forget. First of all, work on income generating assets. It is not bad to have cars. It is not bad to have cars. But owning income generating assets, something that generates money for you, more or less like that's why we call it income generating machine. They are assets. They produce. We have different vehicles. You can decide to become a venture capitalist. Who is a venture capitalist, for instance? A venture capitalist is let me say, a stakeholder in a business. You see a new business and you decide to fund a part of it to own an equity. Maybe 30%, you fund the business for a share in that company. That's what you do. You look for a viable and a scalable business, because that's another mistake many people make. They only look for viable business. They don't look for scalable business. So there's a difference between viability and scalability. So when you become a venture capitalist, you should be able to know what's the difference between viability and scalability. Is this business viable? Yes, it is viable. It is profitable. But the question you need to ask is this scalable? Because if it is not scalable, then that business won't go far. So make sure you work on income generating asset rather than just having a fleet of cars, because if you buy an income generating asset, it will generate money for you, and some of them also appreciate over time. While owning cars, it depreciates, except you are using it for Uber, Bolt, InDriver, and the rest. Number 5, you major only on formal education. Formal education is good. I believe in formal education, but don't let that limit you. Move beyond formal education. Educate yourself. Look at those who are making it real in business, who are at the top. Look at them, learn from them, and practicalize what they are doing. Wealth is a formula. With time, you will get there. People may mock you while you're on the way, but keep moving. You will definitely get there. So what do? Move beyond formal education. Some people will tell you that education is a scam. To me, education is not a scam. But the only thing is that don't rely on formal education alone. Move beyond that. Think beyond formal education. Educate yourself. If you have to seek mentors, seek mentors. If you have to read. If you have to listen to podcasts, listen to podcasts. If you have to go on YouTube, go and listen to them. Let them recalibrate your mind so that you can be fit and also upgrade your mind and be exposed to this side of the world, which is the world. Don't forget, this is built twice. First in the mind, then in physical reality. Number 6, retirement savings is compulsory. They major on retirement savings, pension, contributing scheme. Yes, it is good, but much more than that. Don't forget, as you are saving for retirement, there's something called inflation. Is eating up. So that means 1 million today will not be 1 million in the next 10 years. Maybe it will have become like 800 or 900, depending on the rate of inflation in that particular country. And you know, currently in Nigeria, it's over 20%, the rate of inflation. So that's why savings is no longer a means. Retirement savings is no longer a means to plan for your retirement. You need to think beyond that. You need to think land banking. You need to think land flipping. You need to think about shares. You need to think about being a venture capitalist and the rest, so that at old age, at your passive age, you have something to enjoy. You can also own a business if you have the time and you have what it takes. The last one, which is you compare yourself with others. That's the last sign. You compare yourself with others. This life is not a competition. And even if you are to enter into any competition, it should be healthy competition. Make sure it is somebody that you are into healthy competition. You are competing healthily. Do you understand? Not all this comparing. Just because he bought Gucci, I must buy Louis Vuitton. Just because he bought Rolex, then I must buy Koren. All those ones don't really matter on the long run. What matters is your time. Do you have your time? Do you have money? Do you have your family? Do you have quality relationship? Do you have the network? It is not about comparison. So it is high time you stopped comparing yourself with others. It's all about your future. It's all about you competing. against your former self. Competing. Let your today compete with your yesterday. Let your tomorrow compete with your today. That is when it is time that you are growing. That you are growing. You are growing into what? Into the wealthy place. In the wealthy place, there's no competition. They only have the healthy competition. I think with this, I've been able to enlighten us on the 7 signs that indicate to belong to the middle class, which is the rat race. Get out of the rat race. If this video has helped you, kindly subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we release a new video. And if this video is going to help someone, kindly share it with them. So we meet in our next video. Stay blessed.